What's up, Guiding Bolt fans? Nick here with another Codewars Python training challenge video. I believe we are on day number 8, so thanks for sticking with me. Today we're going to be attempting to solve shorter concat, reverse longer. So let's go ahead and jump right in. It says here that given two strings, A and B, return a string of the form shorter plus reverse longer plus shorter. In other words, the shortest string has to be put as the prefix and as the suffix of the reverse of the longest. Okay. Strings A and B may be empty but not null. In C, strings may also be null. Treat them as if they were empty. All right, we don't care about that part. If A and B have the same length, then treat A as the longer, producing B plus reverse of A plus B. Okay, perfect. So this one should be a pretty easy one to solve with just some if else statements. I'm thinking we can just go ahead and do some checks for all of these and get the desired output, I think. So let's go ahead and get that first if statement started. So let's go, I guess let's just do this part first. If A and B are the same length, then we'll go ahead and spit out the answer in that format. So if we do an if length or len of A is equal to length of B, then we will return, let's see here, so if length, if they're equal, then we're going to go return B plus A. Now, excuse me, we want to get the reverse of A. We don't want to just add B plus A plus B. We need to go B plus the reverse of A plus B. So a good trick to do that is just to go ahead and slice the string, except for we're going to start from the back and then work our way, or from the last index and then work our way to the beginning. And to do that, we're going to go ahead and put that inside of brackets, and this is start, stop, and step is the order that this goes. So we're saying here that we're going to take A, we're going to start at the beginning, we're going to go to the end, but we're going to start at -1, which is at the end of the list, instead of 0, which would be at the beginning of the list. And then we'll go ahead and then add B back onto the end. So that should take care of, oh, and by the way, I'm doing this in Codewars because I forgot to open PyCharm, and I was too lazy to do it. So we're just going to hammer this one out in Codewars, if you're wondering why I didn't pull up PyCharm. Let's see here. So that should be the first check. Then let's go ahead and say elif. It's hard for me to talk and type at the same time. Apparently I can't chew gum and walk at the same time either. Elif length of A is less than length of B, then we will return A plus, and then we'll just, so this is just basically the reverse of this. Actually, let's go ahead and cheat, since again I can't type and talk at the same time, and then we'll just go ahead and swap these around. So we'll say A there, B there, and A there. And then all we need is one more check here. So now we'll just do an else. We'll end this on an else statement. And we'll say, and actually we don't even need to do a check here, because there's basically going to be 3 different options. They're either going to equal each other, or A is going to be longer, or B is going to be longer. So we'll just say return B plus, actually, oh, and actually now that I am saying this, I was just gonna retype this exact same thing over, because that is gonna be the case, but that means that we really only need to do 2 checks here, or actually just 1 check, right? Here, let me show you what I mean. Let's go ahead and test this first and see if we, all right. So it looks like we have good code, but I think that we should be able to shorten this up a decent amount here, or at least take out one of these statements. So if we just were to go, if length of A, yeah, since these two are the same, let's just check for this one instead, and then we'll check for this, and if it's true, then we'll return that. Otherwise, we'll just return this other one that we have a duplicate of. So let's go ahead and copy this guy. just paste that right over the top of that. Turn this from an elif statement into an if statement. So if length of A is less than length of B, return yada yada, else return that, right? So there, we took out an entire chunk of that code. Let's test this again. Nice. So now let's really get crazy here. Since we were able to refactor that down and take out that one elif statement, let's see if we can finally get let's see if we can get one line of code here and solve a problem in one line of code. So let's go ahead and just comment this out. We'll just go like this. Just put a nice big comment block here. And let's see if I can remember how to do this. So obviously we're still going to return. So we still got to return, and we're just going to be doing a one-line if statement. So basically what we want to do first is we're going to return, you want to put the first statement that you want, or the if, how do I say this so it actually makes sense? Basically we want, this is the first part that we're going to be checking here, so that's the first part that we want to return, and then the else statement will be towards the end, if I'm remembering this correctly. So let's say we're going to return A plus B reverse plus A if, and then we should just be able to copy, actually we could just copy this whole piece right here. We won't copy the if though, since I already put that there. So if length of A is less than length of B, then we return this. And then all we should have to do, I think, is just throw an else, and then this guy right here. Right? So if this, return this, else return that. And I think that should do the trick. Look at that. Never didn't have it. Sweet. Let's go ahead. So we passed the simple test. Let's go ahead and see if that code is good enough to actually get us our first one-liner solution here. And I'm scared to click it. Let's just do it. Oh, awesome. So passed all 103. Nice. Let's go ahead and submit that. That is a win for the day right there. Let's see. I wonder, does it show my name in any of these, or show our user ID? Because this one looks pretty identical. I should have taken a quick snippet of it. But that looks pretty much identical, or close to what we had just done right there. So anyways, I'll stop rambling. Awesome. That one is done. If you have any questions, you know where to toss it. Otherwise, I will hopefully see you on day number 9. Keep coding.